My name is Duncan Stutterheim. I'm 43. I'm a married man, and I have 3 beautiful daughters. I just live here 200 meters away, so it's a home game for me. And I never imagined to standing here in the Schouwburg. I'm going to talk about 2 things today, about house music and about bringing passion in your business. Sometimes people ask me to explain house music. I'm going to show you a clip in a second, where for me it all started. The Dutch gabber scene, gabber, which is an English word for friend. Don't be shocked too much at the pictures. Some things have changed, standing with a jacket here now. But at that point, we really enjoyed that music. And more than at the high times of the gabber music, more than 400,000 young people were enjoying this music. Maybe some people even here enjoyed at that time the music. Sometimes people ask me also in words again, so what did it all mean for you? So it was very hard, so I just put 2 sentences. A new reality is born on the dance floor, and traditional patterns are broken, and selfishness evaporates. Again, I'm going to show you a short clip, what I feel, because it's very hard for me to, if you did more than 1,000 parties, to show what it is. But the next 10 seconds will show, for me, what it means.
Said you're wondering why you walked away. Never did you wrong in any way. Was it something I said to you that made you change? There's no more sun, there's only cloudy day.
Why did I take this picture? Because some people think from the outside it's just about a party. Or no. For me and for a lot of people of us who like house music, it's about friendship. It's about unity. It's about meeting new people. It's about having sex. I met my wife there. How important is that? So it changed a lot. And things are changing now. I think big changes are going on in the world. There's an old generation and a new generation. Older generation bosses from multinationals making decisions like to sell the water, claim the water for themselves to make a profit. And a new generation says, no, I want tap water, and I want to share the water, and I want to give the water away. Big coffee companies. In New York, you bump into a coffee company at every corner, the same one, leaving no space, no room for new entrepreneurship. That's why I'm so proud of this city, with the new generation opening up coffee shops at every corner of the street. So when I walk in, they go, hey, Duncan, you want a latte with a sugar? I think that's really important, that he makes a coffee with a passion. Or even in my house music world, big DJs, protected by their management, the big agents, protecting their big ego. Sometimes they even just show up with a USB stick, they stick it in and just press play. Or the new DJs, where a DJ was meant to be a guy who interacts with you, let you dance. It's such a big difference what's going on in that. Or the older generation worried about their job and their function, or a new generation saying, no, I want more time off to see the world. I want to take you to 3 things I would like to share, which helped me in my life. See what everybody sees and do what nobody does. Passion in business and contribute something positive. The most obvious one was this, the Amsterdam Arena. As an Ajax fan, I was sitting there every 2 weeks and going, whoa, what a stadium. And imagining doing a party there. So we rang up the arena, can we do a party? They said no. A year later, rang again, and then I'm still thankful to the day of today that Henk Markering, the director, he let us in. We had a talk, and I think he saw just some young people with an idea and with the passion of the vision of the concept. So he let us organize the first event. We lost 800,000 euros, nearly bankrupt, but people walked in and went, wow. And even more important, they walked out unbelievable. So the sensation concept was born. Have you, anyone here has ever been to Sensation? A few. Work to do. Part of the Sensation, and is of course we were with the team, but one of the most important persons was my brother, Miles. A young guy, came when he was 16, joined our company. So instead of playing on the streets, he was sitting behind a desk when he was 16, bought a Macintosh computer and started the design division, and he became the creative director of the company. So together, we were still enjoying that summer, the great success of the first Sensation, and then, boom, 1st of September, his girlfriend called me and said he's dead. I rushed him to the hospital, and there he was lying. And I thought, oh, he's still alive. But then the doctor told me his neck was broken. And instead of, because he was always that joyful guy, and always in for fun, we decided we're not going to mourn about it, and we're not going to, well, I'm in black today, but we're going to celebrate his life. And that came also from this picture I got that week, from the Dara, the artist who was this morning also. And we really, when I got that picture in that week, we went, yeah, that's it. So we dressed up in white and we celebrated it like a party. And we partied like we never before. And we cried and we laughed and we cried. So what did we do with the whole of that feeling? We brought it into the Sensation in the future. The first one wasn't white, so because of his funeral, we wanted to do a tribute. We asked people, and in those days there was no internet. So we just put on a flyer, be part of the night, dress in white. So the second edition, 50% of the people came in white. And the third year, 90%. So we were, wow. And I strongly believe that it's the whole feeling of that, of his life was in the event. I'm going to show you, again, a bit longer clip. We are sitting here a long time. I'm going to ask you just to stand up in the halfway of the clip to feel the energy of the event. If you like to dance, I don't know, but if you like, you could. But just stand up and feel your energy flowing and feel the sensation.
Y después de la estrena mundial a Ámsterdam, al Festival de Música Dance Sensation.
Y por segundo año consecutivo llega a nuestro país la fiesta Sensation.
More than 40,000 revelers, all dressed in white, had the time of their lives.
Sensation White, una de las fiestas más esperadas.
Die Veranstalter der Sensation White Party,
znana do tej pory jako Sensation White.
Slavná taneční show Sensation White.
Die weltbekannteste Eventshow Sensation.
Stand up and feel the energy. Feel the energy of Sensation and celebrate your life. Thank you, Schouder, for standing up. Here we go. I'm sorry for the mess.
You didn't tell me.
Thank you. I was a bit scared. Are people going to stand up or not? But wow.
Yeah.
Sorry. Is Kim already here from the violin? I want to say something to her, because it's not always also about seeing what everybody sees, but it's also sometimes about just put out the energy and the idea. Because the funny thing is, it's not, I don't think it's funny, or it is always like it is. We are busy this year for the first time with a classical orchestra.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to make an anthem. So Kim, I don't know if you're here, if you can hear it.
Kim,
you are going to be part of that, being the first violin. Then the sensation. We have all this success, and then we did 100 shows and 30 countries, and about being financially driven sometimes, what I do think is not okay for the big companies. Because it's only about financials then. And I don't mind making money, because if you don't make money with a business, you can't give anything back. And about giving back is my third subject, is contribute something positive. If you get kids, and I really think you do change, of course, if you become a father, because you care. Your kids ask you questions about the earth, and you do want to have a good answer for that, and you do want to help. And I also want to say to all the CEOs out there, or directors, or even people in companies, sometimes a small decision can be a big decision. So we came up with a document, we called it Celebrate Life, and we did a Unity, Nature and Talent program. Talent program, we have a Studio 80 at the Rembrandtplein. Nature, of course, we have to take care of our festivals and our grounds and our grass and the Unity. And the Unity project is a voluntary project. And I think volunteers, I mean, if you look, thanks all the people here today, all the volunteers, it gives a different energy. So this is a volunteer project where we give tickets, they give hours. It's as simple as that. But sometimes it's more important. We reach out to more than 100 million fans on a yearly basis due to the YouTube and the channels. So that's important, to get out that message for young people to be a volunteer. Because young people now, they don't think of their pension. They want to live now. But we do have a lot of older people, and we are getting older. So I went to one of our projects, and that's just 250, or even maybe 300 meters away from here, at the Overtoom. There are older people sitting there. If there's no volunteer that week, she doesn't go out. She's just sitting there behind the glass, looking at the Vondelpark, rather being in the Vondelpark. It's important. So we realized last year 10,000 hours. This year I think we're going to realize maybe 15 or 20,000 hours. And I hope in the near future, the whole world and all in our business, we can inspire more entrepreneurs to do this. And then we have another project, which I think, and I already talked about it, about the water. For me, one of the biggest issues we have in the world at the moment. My wife once came back from a tribe in South America, and they taught her, nobody owns the water. Water should flow. Water is life. Water is where we consist of. Everybody should have access to water. So how did we translate that to our event business? As simple as it is, we just give it away. And it was our biggest business model. We made the most profit on water. So that was a big issue internally. But we did it. And the response of the audience was amazing. And you can't measure those things, how important that is. And I'm really proud now that last year we did one event, this year we did all our festivals, and even the mayor of Amsterdam now has decided that all the festivals are going to be obliged to have free water. So when a small decision sometimes can change into something big. So what it's all about, it's not just about me, or it's not just about you. I think it's about all of us. All of us living together, being all is one, and let's celebrate life together. Thank you.